Life before my heart attack, my SCAD, my cardiac arrest was very normal, very comfortable. I was a mom, stay-at-home mom to 3 kids, married, living the dream in the suburbs. My husband and I made very conscious decisions to live a healthy life. We worked out regularly, we ate as clean as we could, and never thought I would be at risk for heart disease. I never, in a million years, thought at 35 I would have a heart attack and cardiac arrest. So the day of my heart attack, February 1st, I had woken up that morning complaining to my husband that I had felt a heaviness in my chest. I said it felt as if I had a weight on my chest. I was pretty adamant about getting the kids to school on time. I didn't want to be dramatic, and I thought I was fine. This might just be a panic attack, even though I've never had a panic attack in my life. It wasn't until I was brushing my daughter's hair and I dropped my arms because it just hurt so bad and I couldn't use them anymore. And I started to hyperventilate. And my husband saw that I started to turn a shade of gray, and he said, "This just isn't you. You don't have panic attacks. Something's not right. I'm calling 911. And that action is what saved my life. Kept trying to tell the EMT, Dave, that I was fine. And then just as soon as I said I'm fine, I was out. I was pulseless. And now I was in full-blown cardiac arrest, and I was pulseless. I was receiving CPR and AED shocks for 45 minutes. Once they got me through that and regained a stable rhythm, they put me into a medically induced coma and took me to the cath lab. Once I was in the cath lab is when the emergency room doctor and the cardiologist on call said, "This is a SCAD." They recognized it pretty quickly. They did determine that I have fibromuscular dysplasia, which is a big precursor to SCAD. And the combination of fibromuscular dysplasia, or FMD, and stress is what caused mine. The face of heart disease has changed. I think the biggest thing is that it doesn't discriminate. Heart disease doesn't care what size you are, what color you are, how old you are. It doesn't discriminate. It can literally happen to anyone at any time. And I think that's why I focus a lot too on CPR, is it can literally happen to the person standing next to you in the store. And are you going to freak out, or are you going to be able to spring into action and help that mom get back to her family one day? About 70% of out-of-hospital cardiac arrests happen in the home. 2 steps to save a life: call 911 and push hard and fast until help arrives.